Hello Virgo, and welcome to your August 2016 General Tarot Card Read. Dee here along with my dear friend Miss Lucy.
Hello.
First off, we'd like to say happy birthday to all of you Virgos that have a birthday this month of August. We hope that you have a wonderful day and that it's full of blessings for you. Then we'd also like to say thank you. Just simply thank you for all of the likes, subscribes, comments, emails, all of that stuff, and the support that you guys have given us this last month. We really, really appreciate it and hope that we're able to turn around and give it back to you like you've given to us. So for those of you that may have just found us, Lucy and I do reads together. I do a read, Lucy does a read, and then we do a combined read. Now what that gives you is 3 general reads to pull from. If one does not resonate with you, or if none of them resonate with you, go ahead and look at your rising sign, moon, and sun to kind of get an idea and see if it falls in line with what's going on in your life. We also pull oracle cards, and for you guys for the month we pulled 2. And we also have a overall card for the month that we pulled from your year in review. So if you want to look at that, it's in your grouping of the playlist for Virgo. So we're going to go ahead and start with Miss Lucy first.
My pull-in was the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups, as you can see, the person here's got their back turned to all these cups. He's looking forward. So they satisfied him for a time. And then he became dissatisfied. They were a diversion. What he's looking for is ahead of him. So this indicates that you need to turn away from stuff that no longer serves you. It was shallow to begin with. It wasn't what you truly needed. And move forward. Yeah, and also here, if you have made a mess somewhere in this general area of your life, clean it up. Don't leave it behind you for other people to pick up after you. You are an adult. And then we have the Sun. Now the Sun is a very positive card. It's about abundance, achievement, joy, prosperity, all things successful, all things in plenty. And this indicates you're probably at ease in your world, as it is now. You have one of peace and contentment. Your life is good. And you feel good with that. You're satisfied with it. However, if you have a desire to seek something further, feel free to. The sun will shine upon it and bless your endeavors. So enjoy your ease. Let's hear the caution. Don't fight it. Enjoy it while it lasts. And then we come to the Three of Swords. Now the Three of Swords is about the intellect. So it's about suffering there. It could be about loss, pain, separation. It's also about fresh beginnings here. So this can indicate that you might be making a mountain out of a molehill here. That you could be exaggerating your suffering. Please don't do that. The proper perspective is needed here. So look to yourself and to your emotions, and the caution here is to don't become the broken-hearted person in your own life. Rise above it. Mourning is a natural thing, but so is moving on and moving forward. And then we have the Tower. Now the Tower is about change. It's about decisions that you're going to have to make. You can't get around it, away from it, or anything else. It's dramatic change. It's also a new start. It's destruction, as you can see here, but you can rebuild from this. Now the cause of this is usually events or information that you don't know about until bam, it hits you in the face, and it can shake you to your very foundation. It can be abrupt and jarring, but it can also be just information that you have hidden from yourself, something that you did not want to face. Well, it's time to face it now, and it's time to face it with as much grace as you can muster. Don't let fear or loss hold you back. This is a card of movement. You need to move forward, move through it, and rebuild. Otherwise, you will stagnate in place, and that's not good. Strength. Yes, there she rears her beautiful head. She is the raw power, the inner resources that you need to face what has come before. So walk with confidence and a sense of purpose as she is doing. Your internal power is there for you. It's your courage. It's your animal instincts. It's a resource. It's a reserve that you have. Learn to live with it and use it when it's appropriate and necessary. The caution here is don't be controlled by these baser instincts. Walk with them. Use them. Don't let them control you. And don't deny your power out of fear of what you've released. Okay? And the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is a card of need. It's all about need, whether it's resources, whatever the need is. This is a card of poverty, of worry, inadequacy. Could be emotional, could be financial troubles. But as you can see here, this beautiful window, they are just underneath it. All they need to do is take those few steps, and help is waiting for them. So take the steps that you need. Reach out for the help that is there for you. There are resources that you can use. Don't let fear, inadequacy, despondency hold you back from moving towards the resources, towards the help that is there, that is plainly in view. Don't let pride stop you from doing this, okay? We are not islands unto ourselves. That is a misnomer.
Especially if there's children involved. I keep seeing the child in that card.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to
No.
seek help that you need.
And the sun shines over all of these endeavors. Granted, the Tower is not a pleasant card, but life can sometimes be unpleasant. Suffering comes to all of us. It is part of living. We get through it as best we can. And the sun, like I said, the sun is shining over everything here.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to go to my read. For the month, I pulled the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is somebody who has power. He has authority. He is leadership and stability. He sets the rules, and he expects everybody to follow. And I think really for you guys this month, you've got some things you need to deal with your thought process and some other stuff too that are going on. So you need to set the rules and kind of follow like the Emperor. You want to be magnanimous, but you don't want to be to where you're overbearing. And this means even for yourself, not just the people that are around you, but also for yourself. The first card that I pulled is the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords is kind of interesting, is that it's you feel restricted when you get this card, and I think for some of you, you're really feeling restricted. And what you see none of the swords are piercing her, yet she does have her eyes blinded, and it's almost like she's gone into herself to kind of look for answers. And I think at the beginning of the month, a few of you are going to really feel that way, where you're looking more inside of yourself. You might even be taking some time alone and all that too. But just remember that even though these swords are around you, it's just part of your thought process, and it's not really, some of it might not even be real. It might be imaginary. So keep that in mind as you're going through this month. The next card I pulled is the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is about assessment. This is you looking at your money. This is you looking at your resources and the things that are available to you, and you kind of even planning for the future. So there may be some of you that are actually doing that. You're starting to plan for the future. You need to maybe look at finding a financial advisor, something like that. I would say go ahead and do it. You need to start preparing for the future. You're going to pluck what you need now and then lay the rest aside for later, so that you can have more later, kind of like how the ants do. They do that. They
store
lay it
up your harvest.
Right. And I think for you guys this month, you need to really look at what you're storing, and especially for your future. Then the next card I pulled is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is about your creative process and feeling overwhelmed at times. But yet in that overwhelmed, there's like a push. It's like you're going through the pain to get the gain, and you know it, but you do feel overwhelmed. And I think that for some of you, you're going to feel a bit overwhelmed. You've been looking at what's going on with your finances. You're thinking, okay, what am I going to do? How is this going to come about? So just keep pushing through it. Don't be afraid to seek help. Again, you've got the Emperor as your overall. Don't be afraid to look to somebody that can help you, or even be a help to somebody, so that they can get through this process and continue to move forward. Because the next card I pulled is the World, which shows that through your hard work and everything that you've been doing, that you've really gotten everything that you wanted. It's the whole experience. You're experiencing all these things, and things are going really good for you, and you pushing through the pain is going to bring you the gain, and you will gain the world. So keep going the way you're going. It looks really good this month that you're going to be laying up, especially when it comes to your finances and your work and your creation. The next card I pulled is the Two of Swords. Now the Two of Swords is when you have a decision you need to make. It's almost where you shut out the rest of the world again to listen to yourself and what you need to do for yourself to make the decisions that you need to make. Now, she's sitting under the moon, which sometimes you can have illusions when it comes to the things that you think you need. Just sit down and be honest with yourself, write down your pros and cons, and try and figure out what is really best for you, and don't be influenced by fantasy. The thing about this too, which I thought was very interesting, is you guys don't have, in my spread, there's not much about love at all. It's more about your creative process this month. It's more about your work and your finances. So keep that in mind. Yeah, it's a little dry right now, but that's okay. It's all right to have that right now. You need to focus on your finances and what your future is going to be. Okay? So the next one we're going to do is the combined read. And this is a different read. It really is. So you have the Emperor, and then you have the Eight of Cups. Walking away from things that no longer serve you. Sometimes leaving a mess behind, but yet the Emperor is standing behind you telling you, hey, let's do this right. Let's do it good. And for some of you, you might need to walk away from your emotions and set your boundaries. It's almost like I feel that for that month, it's going to be you setting your boundaries when it comes to your emotions and walking away from what no longer serves you. But don't leave a mess, like Lucy says. Clean up. Don't leave the devastation for other people to deal with. You need to
There's a difference
man up
between,
and do it.
Difference between, or woman up. Difference between walking away and running away.
Right. So that's for the month. The Sun with the Eight of Swords is kind of an interesting, because I think that for some of you, you got some ideas and some stuff that you need to think about, and it looks like they're positively aspected. I think this is a good thing. You need to take that time to really look into yourself and pull out these ideas that maybe you've not done for a while, because it's going to help you with your creativity
It doesn't say
and
that
your
the
process.
sun just shines over one endeavor. It says the sun shines over all your endeavors.
Right. So don't be afraid to dream and try something new. If it's an idea that's been like in the back of your mind, go for it. Take the time to sit down, write it down, close out the rest of the world, and figure it out for yourself. The Three of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles. You know, the Three of Swords, even though it's not an emotional card, it's not, swords are not emotional. It is kind of an emotional because it is a piercing of the heart, but it's also, like she said, a new beginning. And I think that this has to happen in order for you guys to look at your future and figure out and assess what's going on.
You're supposed to see the bigger picture, as this lady here is doing. She's looking towards the future. She's looking for the bigger picture, and her time well spent and what it's going to gain her. Okay? So look to the bigger picture. Look for the clarity in your thought.
And realize that the decisions that you make now are going to affect your future. What you reap now, what you sow, you're going to reap later. So even though you're going through this time right now and it's a little difficult, just take the time to look at all your options, because there's always options. There's always a way out. Don't forget that. There's always options. Now, as we're doing this, I keep seeing this conflict and danger lie in wait. And I think that this is kind of for this part of the read, the next part coming up with the Tower and the Wands. So I really think that this is a warning for some of you that there is some danger in a few things that are going to be happening in the middle of the month and conflict. So be prepared for that. Forewarned is forearmed.
Yep.
Because you have the Tower and the Ten of Wands together. Now, the Tower, of course, is about, dramatic change, chaotic.
Change. Unexpected. It can be unexpected. However, there could be a part of you in the back of your mind,
I agree,
knowing that this was going to happen, wanting it not to, hoping it wouldn't,
but it is. So then you get the Ten of Wands, which again is pushing through that pain to get to the gain. So
yes,
even though you have not been wanting this to happen and all that, it's going to, and you just need to be prepared. And there's somebody that really knows what we're talking about right now. You need to push through the pain to get to the gain. Yeah. Pick up your wands and keep going forward. You've got to keep moving forward. Right. And that's the thing about this card. You've got the chaoticness of the night, and then over here, the dawn is breaking. And you just got to keep moving forward. Strength with the World. What a great combination. I mean, really.
Yeah, very true.
You've got a lot of your resources inside you. You need to walk with the beast and not let the beast rule you. And it's going to bring you the world. You're gonna come out of this.
I mean, that's
good.
That's energy. That's vitality. That's willpower. Facing your problems head on, confident, head up, walking.
And it's going to bring you the world. You're going to get the world. It's going to make you complete in the long run, even though at the time you might be a little bit disheartened, but it's going to bring you this. So don't be afraid to continue. Realize that you have the resources, that you can get through this, and that you can use that inner strength that you have, Virgo. You got it. The last two are the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. The Five of Pentacles, like she said, it's that poverty. It's that spiritual poverty. That's that need.
It's and the need of.
Yeah, but a lot of the time, instead of looking into yourself,
it can be financial. It's just need.
Instead of looking into yourself, I agree with Lucy. You need to, go ahead and don't be afraid to ask for help. There are some of you out there that have helped a lot of people. There's no reason why you can't ask for help.
No, there's not.
It's part of what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to give and receive. It's just that ebb and flow of our lives. And don't be afraid to do that. Don't go so far into yourself that you're all bound up in your thoughts that you continue this. And it's not time for you to do that anymore. Ask for help. Get the help you need to move forward with your life.
Yep.
Okay, so with that being said, with an unemotional read, which was funny because we've had this card with another
read today. Yep.
Yeah, but it was funny because we've not really had a lot to do with love here.
No.
But I think this is a message of hope for quite a few of you. This one's called 8 Come Together.
It says love needs to be shared. Love needs to be expressed. Drawing the Come Together card is a sign that you're on the path to discover the nature of this emotion in all its forms of expression. Romantic, familiar, unconditional, spiritual. In each instance, there is another being involved. Love involves a give and take between you and a significant other, a relative, a friend, an animal, and even or spirit. This card assures you that love has come calling and seeks a partner in its dance. Know that you are cherished. Like a magnet, you've attracted love into your life. This is a time for harmonious, caring partnership.
And you know what? That might be what you're trying to do this month. You're probably trying to prepare for that love that's coming. And you've got to think about your finances. And in fact, I really feel that for some of you, that's what you're doing. And
you have to clean up your life.
Let go of the old baggage that no longer serves you and move forward. And yes, there's going to be some changes and some rethinking.
Release the suffering.
Yeah. And release the heartache, Forgive.
Build your foundation.
Right. Build it anew.
Walk with your strength.
Yes, exactly.
And
because you're being prepared.
Seek the help that you need. If you are in need, seek it. Don't be ashamed. We all come on times like that. There is nothing wrong with seeking the help that you need.
And as we're looking at this, and at the end, I just want you to say, you have not because you ask not. If you don't ask, it's not going to happen. People can't read your mind. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for this kind of stuff. Don't be afraid to ask for, guidance from above too. I mean, it's available for you. The help is there and ready.
The help that you need, the help that you need. Not someone else.
No.
Not your brother, not your sister, not your neighbor. You.
Because ultimately, that's what it comes down to.
Yes.
We're accountable for ourselves.
Yes.
Nobody else. Well, Virgo, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Heavy message, but yet, there's some hope there, and I want you to remember that. There's a lot of hope.
This is all forward movement, actually.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Really, this is very self-centered stuff, but it's a need.
Yeah, and it has to be done in order for you to move forward so that you can be with somebody else maybe eventually.
Yeah.
Or, even get a better relationship with what you already got.
Yeah. Better relationship with yourself.
Yeah. Which is important.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Virgo, for spending the time with us. We really have enjoyed this. If you like what you've heard, go ahead and hit the like button. If you have any comments, go ahead and leave them. We want to hear how this resonates with you, and if it
doesn't,
Yeah,
if it
we
does,
wanna
and
hear.
it doesn't. If it does, that's okay.
because we're here for you guys, not for us. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. In the meantime, Virgo, walk in peace, light, and love, and we'll see you next month.
Bye-bye.